everyone, and welcome to Training in My Life. If I look a bit knackered, that's because I am. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, and for the second day in a row, this is when I finish packing. Or rather, I'd finished packing about half an hour ago, and then I had to clear up the terrible mess in the room so that I could actually go to bed. So this week I've been doing a podcast all week because I haven't had a chance to sit down in front of the camera to talk to the camera. So hi there everyone. The weekend has been calm in the fact that all we've had to do is pack boxes. But at the same time, like I said, for 2 nights in a row, it's been 10 o'clock at night and I've only just finished packing and tidying up the room so that I can get to bed. One of the reasons we're going full tilt at the packing is because we have one of the removal companies we contacted is coming to do a walkthrough survey where they look around your house and decide how much it'll cost for them to move you. Now, when it's just a big heap of a mess, it's much harder for them to tell than if you've already packed boxes and they can do a rough count to themselves and think, okay, that's how many boxes we need to move. I've got 2 wardrobes in my room and most of it has been emptied out now, and I've been packing boxes behind me, but I've also done like a bit in the kitchen and a bit in the lounge as well. To be honest, just to switch it up a bit. It's really hot in London at the moment and don't have aircon in the house, so it means having to you get in a room and it's really hot and there's no air, so you move to another room sort of at the opposite side of the house, either the back or the front, and at different times of day different rooms feel cooler, so it's better to be able to pack in one of those rooms. So I'm going to work Monday and Tuesday, but I've got Wednesday off because the surveyor's coming to, well, they call him a surveyor, but the mover who surveys the place is coming on Wednesday in the morning to have a walkthrough, and let's hope the quote comes in a lot cheaper than the previous one. £2,000 they wanted to move us. It's a 3-bedroomed house, but it's a terrace house, so it's a small 3-bedroomed house. And we compared it to the price of moving from a flat to here, and we haven't actually got that much more in furniture than we had then. We changed sofas, but it's a smaller sofa. So there's things like that, and it just didn't add up, and besides we just couldn't afford £2,000 for the move, because you've already got your rent in advance and your deposit and your estate agent's fee, so there's just no way we could afford that. Anyway, so my life is packing now, packing. It's one of those things. When I get a box, I sort of interlink the 4 folds so they hold together by themselves at the bottom of the box, and then I tape it with brown tape, and then I turn it over, and inside I also tape that with brown tape to make the bottom of the box as strong as possible so that it's not going to fall out when the movers move it. That's the idea anyway. I know from last time when we moved, you do get boxes where the handles break, but these days, well, you can see from behind me, they seem to be putting them, they put them slightly off to one side at one end and then off to the opposite side on the other end. So when the movers are carrying them, the handles are sort of like that. which I thought was really odd, but it must have to do with the weight distribution, and that directly opposite ones are not as good. I'm using my phone and I always forget where to look when I'm using my phone, so I'm doubtless looking in the wrong direction. That's why I usually use my GoPro when I'm sat filming like this. I have no chair to sit on because the chair that I use for filming, both in the lounge and here in my bedroom, they're both camping chairs, little foldable camping chairs that I use, and they've been folded up and put in their bags and put ready to move. So yeah, haven't got anything to sit on. Well, what else can I tell you? I don't know really. I'm just so tired. And I'm sure anybody that's moving feels like this. You know, it was like, I thought to myself, ooh, on a Sunday I used to go off filming somewhere really interesting and then come home and edit it. And I just don't have any time to do anything at the moment. I can usually keep up with a few flowers shorts simply because I can take them on the way to work and on the way home again. That's another thing, you know, when you're trying to work full time and pack up the house and stuff, it's difficult to do stuff in the evening when you come home from work. Sometimes you come home from work, you're really tired, and you just can't motivate yourself to pack a box. So I've said to myself, every night this week I'm going to pack a box, except for Wednesday when I'm home and I'm going to pack a lot of boxes. But whether I do that when I come home tomorrow night, I just don't know. We're still waiting for the final tenancy agreement to come through, because there was to-ing and fro-ing about the dates. It's going to be in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks' time now. But it's which day of the week it's going to be, because the originally it was going to be the 18th, and it was going to be the 25th, and then we realised the 25th is a bank holiday here, and we couldn't get the keys on that day, so I just don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but hopefully that will be finalised this week, and then we give them loads of money, and and then it's settled enough that we can book the movers, and yeah. So I will say, please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. Bye for now.